Hi, I'm Jeremy from Rockland Wheels, talking today about the Wildcat Sport and the Wildcat Trail, formerly from Wildcat, now from Textron Off-Road. The same machine, just rebranded, and this is a long overdue review. These machines are bar none the best dollar for performance you can get. The whole idea behind this and the 700cc engine is power to weight. They are lightweight. Your trail tips the scale a little over 900 pounds and a sport a little over 1,000 pounds, still offering 64 horsepower, which in the early days of Wildcat, that's the same amount they used to squeeze out of the 1000 in the Prowler and into their Thundercat ATV. So we can see that in these machines, and we've got the flexibility. So we've got a Sport and we've got a Wildcat Trail. The main difference between them, we have the same engine, the same chassis, they have a little bit different fenders, and your Sport has a 60-inch stance with more suspension travel, 12.5 inches front and back, and then your Trail has a 50-inch wide stance with a little less travel, but still 10 inches of travel in the front and in the back, both on all independent independent suspension front and back. They both have the two-wheel, four-wheel, and four-wheel lock capabilities, and the engines, we've seen them since 2014, and they have been absolutely bulletproof. So it's a really fantastic package to get out there, have a lot of fun, and not spend too much money, have a machine that's going to be just ease of ownership. So on the Sport here, we see these raised A-arms, a lot more ground clearance than on the Trail. The Trail rides a little lower to keep that center of gravity low. The cool thing with both of these machines is you do sit fairly low in the machines compared to the competition. So in terms of feeling tippy and rider comfort and rider, you know, just the way that the machine is going to respond to you, everything feeds back very, very well in these machines. On the limited models, on the Sport, we can get the Elka 5-stage shocks, which again, tons and tons and tons of adjustment, and there's a lot of cool things that we could do with that, not only to tune it in the bumps, but to tune it for handling as well. On the Trail side of things, we still get a Fox shock, 10 inches of suspension, and then it's the 50-inch narrower chassis. They run a front sway bar on the Trail to keep it less tippy, and it is a pretty fantastic machine. You really got to try hard to roll it over if you want to, but it's very confidence inspiring, and that 50 inches wide will have the advantage that you could pick your line on the Trail and really shoot it where you want it, whereas the 60-inch will have the advantage where with that extra suspension, you can just carry more speed in the rough stuff and in the corners. So, let's give ourselves a little bit of a sensation. Just a little jump with the Wildcat. Line ourselves up here. Smooth as silk. On the limited model, we get the full aluminum door. The base models do still have a nice standard half door. All the models are power steering now, so that's to be noted. Makes it a lot easier to drive. The cab between our Sport and our Trail are the same, identical in every way. We got a lot of passenger and driver room on the nice bucket seats. They'll hold you in there. Adjustable steering. The center gauge package is fantastic. We can see everything right from there and shift right from inside the dash. This is the Sport 700. It's the same chassis, same layout as an engine as the Trail, but the 16-inch version wide. So some nice responsiveness. Very nimble chassis. That's the big advantage of this guy, is weight, and it's got none. So it is point and shoot, no problem. That Elka suspension just lets you just really do whatever you want with this thing. Very pretty, very cool machine. There's a reason we've sold a ton of these, and that's because it's a true performer. It just takes those bumps
just like it was nothing. It's crazy that this machine is at the price point it is, because it is a true performer and underappreciated. Don't let anybody tell you this machine isn't good. It's absolutely fantastic, and we have the reliability records to prove it. Truly a cool machine.
So on the back here, we've got a nice big bed, again with a 300-pound capacity. You can see that Elka 5-stage here in that Sport Limited with a double A-arm suspension. So just chassis, it's all about making it really input with the driver well. Our clutch cover, keeping with the theme that Arctic Cat was going for, ease of maintenance. If we need to change a belt, it's super easy. Our clutch cover is right there. Maintaining our air filter right back here. We don't even need to take anything off. If we happen to foul a spark plug, we've got a cheat hatch right there that'll bring us right to the top. And for our engine oil filter and dipstick, it's right in the middle. Our battery's right under the passenger seat, which is, you need no tools. It takes 1 second to take it off. So in terms of ease of ownership, in the Wildcat Sport and on the Wildcat Trail, they thought about that. It's a machine that you could maintain very easily at home and take a good look at it after you're done riding.